Juicers, welcome to another episode of Spirit Juice No Additive with Edward. And today we are going to be talking about Brandy, Sheree and Martel from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Brandy from The Queen Show. And also Tia, Mowry, and Corey Hardick exchanged sweet nothings over social media, but I didn't get the sweet nothings, but we did get to the heart of why she's divorcing. And then we got Cynthia Bailey is she filed a divorce. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. And let's get started with 199 Promises of God. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. That's Proverbs 18:10. Yes, he is a strong tower. He gives us strength. If we believe and have faith and trust in him, and we make that a conviction in our heart, he is a strong tower. He will strengthen us. He will protect us. He would uphold us in the presence of our enemy. Yes, indeed. So that is a good scripture to keep in mind, that he is a strong tower. So he can shield off any enemy. So that's a good scripture, right? And good knowledge to know. So let's move on. So Brandy was hospitalized early this week. She's this Queen star. I mean, the Queen. She's on the Queen Show, and she's a star on there. And she mentioned to her first statement to the fans that it was due to dehydration and low nutrition. So we want to send out our condolences to her, and hope she had a seizure, apparently, due to the dehydration, which is a symptom that stems out of dehydration. Could be a thing. So, yes, we're going to send out our condolences, and we're also going to wish her well. Okay? Let's move to Sheree, Whitfield, and Martel. They're filming on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sorry about that. But yeah, Martel is going to make his debut to the show this next season, the 15th season, with Sheree, and it's going to get heated. They won't let us, they kind of close lips about how everything pans out. I don't give this couple much of a reassurance that they're going to be together more than a year or so, because both of them got issues that they need to work on. You know, it seems like Sheree is glutton for punishment, and Martel Holt is someone that has a problem with cheating and being loyal and faithful in a relationship. So here we have an example of people coming together that hasn't taken the necessary time to figure out who they are and how they show up. Martel is so, even though he like mildly touch upon what he brought about to cause the divorce with Melanie, but he's not doing the self inventory necessary. He's still in denial that he contribute negatively in the relationship, and because Melody wasn't giving him what he want in bed, that gave him a license to cheat and get someone that would satisfy him in bed. When they got 4 kids, so I don't know what the bed problem is, but he hasn't taken the time. Both these people are coming together and they don't know who they are, and it's not been enough time. It's just been a matter of months. And they coming together to try to, make a life as one. That's Sheree, Whitfield, and Martel. And they're going to be planning it out. I think it's going to make for good TV, because I'm interested in why it is that Sheree picked these men. I mean, do she honestly think that they're going to change their behavior once they get married? Interesting, and something to watch for. And then Martel, I don't know what he's thinking as well. So this is another example of not prioritizing your relationships. Okay, moving on. Tia Mowry and Corey Hardick. They say they made an exchange, but I didn't get the exchange that they made. I got she was on the red carpet and she was talking about the divorce. I mean, she didn't talk subliminally. She was talking about the divorce, I imagine. And she said that they was like, she got a glow. What is this glow, Tia Mowry, that you have? She says self-care. She's taking care of herself. And she also said setting boundaries. Setting boundaries with people. So I'm imagining what's going on in this marriage. She doesn't seem like a illogical, unreasonable person. She seems like she don't make decisions on the whim. This is something that's been coming down the pipe for a while, and that she ignored or just let slide. And now she's taking her life back and deciding, hey, I'm not going to put up with this. And she's setting boundaries. And people don't like when you set boundaries when it's not in their favor, when they have to change their behavior. And evidently she done gave him many times to change his behaviors, and he haven't yet. So she took it upon herself to march herself down there and file divorce papers against Mr. Corey. Hey, I ain't got more life in me. She's young. She got 2 kids. I wish Corey would stay connected with the kids so they won't have to really deal with another man over them. Because you never know, guys. It's a huge risk. And it's you taking fate in your own hands when you allow someone else to come in and raise your kids that not biologically connected to the kid. Any amount of wreckage can be done when you do that. But you said, oh, I need to be happy. Yes, you need to be happy. So choose the next person you bring in your life. Right. Okay? Take the necessary time to find out who you are. And make sure that this person loves your kids as much as they love you. And you're not going to find that out being together a year and get married. People will show you the person they want you to see. But when they get what they want, you see another person. So it's necessary that we allow ourselves, if we want longevity in any relationship, is to do a thorough and a self inventory, an honest one that look past the facade that we present to the world. Last but not least is Miss Cynthia BAILEY is filed for divorce. Now, guys, and she was married to some CNN anchor. As I sit here now, I forgot the name. Bad host. But I didn't want to end this this episode and go check his name. So y'all know who he is if y'all watch Real House of Atlanta. Cynthia BAILEY filed divorce from this CNN broadcaster, and it was doomed from the start. Yes, it was. Cynthia BAILEY had just came out on the heels of a divorce with her first husband. And he was a cheater. And her present spouse told her, he wrote a book saying that he had a problem with fidelity, or he didn't take the time to get to know the 2 people that he was previously married to with, that he had his 2 kids by, his 2 daughters. I don't know how long they were together before they got married, but they've been together 2 years as far as married 2 years. But if I recall, it was probably a year, a little over a year, I don't know. But it wasn't that long to get to know somebody and find out if they've changed. It's so hard nowadays because we're so impatient. We want, and we want it right now. Give it to me right now. And then you question why you have to go through a divorce a year or 2 later. This man told you he was a cheater. Martel played out his cheating scandal on TV. So Sheree is well aware of his cheating ways. And then here we got Cynthia. And poor Cynthia, she seems like a really nice lady. Very well put together. Classy, dare I say. And here she's connected to this scumbag that think he's 20 years old and got time to just be roaming the streets and doing what he do with all these women. He better be thinking about who's gonna take care of him in his old age, because he don't look like he's that young. But I thought it was very telling that I did an episode on this very subject, getting to know your spouse before you fall into a relationship with them, and taking the time for yourself to figure out who you are and how you show up in relationships, so you don't marry the same people. Cynthia, all her husbands cheated on her. It's not because Cynthia the person, and she refused to put up with it, unlike Nia Long. But Cynthia Bailey, she's not going for it. But at the same time, she's not taking enough time out to know who she's dealing with. Talk to people. You can talk to people and not even know what you fishing. You're on a fishing expedition, trying to figure out who I'm marrying. What was he like? What was the problem in this relationship? Talking to one of his friends or family or something. I lucked out because I didn't know anything about my husband background, because all I knew is what he told me. Come to find out, there was more to the story, but it was a matter of compromising and sacrificing and realizing what is a deal breaker and what's not a deal breaker. For Tia and Cynthia, they insist that infidelity is a deal breaker, and that's why they are divorcing. And you can't tell me no different, because I think Corey Hardick, though he insists he didn't cheat, Tia Mowry said setting boundaries and self-care alludes to me she's doing this for her own mental health and her own, her own health overall. It's just must been a lot of, back and forth and in and out going on with this Corey. So I think he misses Tia Mowry. I think he misses the lifestyle. If you're going to cheat, why don't you cheat with somebody that got the same lifestyle and keep you in the quality of life you have grown accustomed to, that you didn't add to. But now he's doing a lot of little acting gigs. He's on his feet. He wasn't when Tia Mowry married him. But, that's what mates do. They help the other half. Bring them up to where they at, But now he's lost that. So, people, we don't think about what we lose. We think that the grass is always greener on the other side. Tia Mowry just kept telling him, okay, I forgive you, or ignoring it altogether. Until she said, hey, I'm going to go through this. You are continuously, habitually cheating on me. And I bet you that's the problem. I don't see anything else that will contribute. Let's see, abusing one of the kids or something. And he doesn't seem like that type of person. So, whatever he was doing, Tia Mowry wasn't having it. And she was tired of it. She started setting boundaries. And then she went and filed a divorce. Okay? Because he wasn't following those boundaries. So Cynthia Bailey falls again to a cheater, and I hope that she really take the time, because maybe she allowing this in her behaviors, always forgiving. Once you forgive a person for cheating, if you got the type of spouse that take it as though they getting away with something, it's gonna get worse. So God do give us a pass for divorce for infidelity. And it's up to the two people involved to wait it through. There can be benefits from, constantly forgiving a person. If they're worth waiting for and stand with and forgiving, because God forgive us over and over. Where would we be if we haven't had the forgiveness of God? Because we all done things that fall short of the glory of God. We're all sinners. So You can't blame Nia Long. You can't blame Cynthia Bailey. But they need to grow thick skin and really set boundaries up front in the courting stage, and don't marry somebody that they are even have an inkling that they haven't changed or saying who they are. Yeah. Who are you? Okay. Well, that's it. That's all we have for today. I thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. We got 125 subscribers. We got over 30 in the last 28 days. So we on our way. We getting more hours to watch time. So those are the two components that we need to elevate in order for us to monetize. And then we can get more stuff to add to our time together, make it more pleasurable and probably more clear, because I want you to see the people I'm talking about, read the posts that, I'm talking about, and I want us to be able to exchange. So with that, like, share, and subscribe, folks. Hit that button before you exit. Talk to you later. Bye.